1, 2, we good.
Shalom, y'all. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. First and foremost, big face to east.
Let me get it. I get it. Compass.
Okay, we're going to face the east. All right. We're going to give all praises to our Lord and Savior.
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kodash.
Khan. We'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. That's everyone in truth and sincerity. Love y'all brothers, man.
Good.
Salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David, by Yahweh, man, women, and children out there pushing his word of truth and sincerity. Right. And not for vain glory, man. All right, we are the Shepherds of Bread Camp. Shalom. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked society, man.
Right.
And as you can see, hey, man, it started at World War III, it's starting to pop off, man. All right, we see it from different articles throughout this week.
It's heating up.
It's heating up, brother.
Yeah.
It's heating up, man.
Yeah.
All right, you just had the state of Israel that just shot off rockets over there in Iran, man. And matter of fact, as of yesterday, Iran just retaliated and shot off rockets at them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So this thing is heating up.
Yes.
While that's going on, you see cryptocurrency and things dealing with the MOTV is on the rise.
MOTB.
All right? The MOTB is on the rise.
And also, too, they called it, the state of Israel called it Operation Rising Lion.
Right.
Now, I believe through the Holy Spirit, it means who is the Most High trying to rise up?
That's right.
Because it ain't them. It ain't them at all. Who is the Lord trying to rise up?
That's right.
Who is the Lord trying to wake up?
That's right.
All right? And it's funny because we just went down to the World Coin, so-called showcase. Right? And guess what? As this war picking up, guess what? The technology is picking up with it. You know? Whoever got something that can bring up. Genesis.
This Genesis chapter 49, verse 9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp.
That's right.
Judah is a lion whelp.
Right. It says Judah is a lion's whelp, man. Matter of fact, can you read a little more before I elaborate?
It says, from the prey, my son, thou art going up.
Right. Now I'm going up, man. And one thing about Judah is extremely docile right now, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right now, when you look at the regular so-called black African American out here, what they do? They partying, they BSing around, man.
Right.
They taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? They don't got no care in the world about what's going on, about the environment, man. As long as they get the skateboard, party, pop bottles, Don Julio, they don't care about World War III that's on the rise, man.
The scripture.
It says, he stooped down, he crouched as a lion.
Right, he stooped down, he crouched as a lion, man. Right, and that's exactly why you see a lot of things going on, because the Lord is what? Starting to rise them up, man. Right. All right, because right now they're in a docile state.
Right now, people are asleep, man.
Yeah.
They're in a deep sleep.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, and it's time.
Yeah.
All right. These missiles is going on. This is supposed to wake you up.
That's right.
It's supposed to startle you.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. It says, as an old lion, who shall rise him up?
Speak on it, brother.
Yeah, who shall rise him up? And that's a spiritual title that they said that.
Right.
And it's coming from where? From Israel.
Right.
You know, and who's the people that this is supposed to rouse up to know that the Lord is coming back? Because these are part of the signs. Supposed to pick our spirit up is the children of Israel, man.
Right. And when they say the lion represents Judah. Operation Rising Lion means it really talk about Judah.
Who
go right now with the lion crouch. Who go right to the lion. So they really spiritually talk about Judah.
Right.
And Judah from the tribes of Israel.
What's that? Maccabees said Israel is a people before the place?
Yes. Right.
Maccabees 5 and 19.
Yeah, keep speaking, bro.
The scriptures say, surely oppression makes a wise man mad.
Right.
So Israel is not they not wise. Two-thirds of Israel because they not mad. You gotta be wise to be mad. You gotta be wise to know what's going on in the world today.
Right.
You know, Operation Rising Lion. Right. And Jacob's still partying in the club.
Exactly.
Second Maccabees 5 and 19. Nevertheless, God did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake.
Said the place for the people's sake. So that lets you know that Israel is a people before it's a place, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this Operation Rising Lion, we're going to go into who is that really talking about? Because it's not talking about the state of Israel.
Right.
Because they already been woke. They already know who they are. They already been shooting off missiles. Who are the ones that's like a crouching lion?
You an Israelite. You an Israelite.
That's why she stopped.
All right. How you doing?
That's the rising lions right there.
That's the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
You know, hey, stirring Israel, bringing them back in the way of remembrance.
And that's why these guys, they try to scoff at the camps. But y'all not having any encounters with that. Baby's going to want to know. Their mom's going to want to know.
Yeah. That's a fact. It says the scepter, it says, who shall rouse him up?
Right.
And then it says the scepter shall not depart from Judah.
Right.
You know? Hey, so the kingdom is at hand. The scepter represents a rulership.
Right.
You know? And Jake has to be roused up in a rulership mind. So Brandon, you know, you're gonna have to have a rulership mind to know that the heathen's gonna be underneath you.
Let niggas from Zone 6 launch missiles on niggas from a whole nother neighborhood. And you see if that don't be breaking news. You know, these guys, they doing gang wars.
Exactly. Oh yeah. That's a gang war.
That's a gang war. NATO versus the BRICS. That's gang wars.
That's a gang war. Esau know how to finesse it with
Dress it up.
Seafood. Lion wonders.
The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Right.
That was it.
And that Shiloh, if you have Bashim Yahushai, when he come back to destroy this place, now is the Shiloh we're talking about, Yahushai, the Shiloh.
That's right.
You know?
That was it.
Romans 13. This is Romans 13 and 11. It said, and that knowing the time, that now is the high time to wake out of sleep.
Right, now is the high time to wake up out of sleep, man. Right, because when you're seeing everything going on right now, you got Jake out here that's losing jobs, AI is taking over. You know what I'm saying? You're going through all this oppression. Some guy tell you, like, what's coming down the pipe? You know what I'm saying? What's coming down the pipe? It's high time to wake up, man. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes constantly online that refusing to actually say the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, want to say every other name under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like, what time does our nation finally get serious and wake up to this thing, man? Go ahead.
Continue, it said, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now it's our salvation nearer than we see. Now it's our salvation nearer, man. Why? Because you seeing everything come down. You seeing more oppression. You seeing what ICE is doing over here with the northern tribe, man.
Right, that's right.
It's letting you know it's going to be a sedition of men.
That's right.
Matter of fact, you got protests going on right now. It says what? No kings.
No kings.
No kings. You know what I'm saying? That's second Esdras, man. They're not going to disregard their kings. So it's letting you know we are in the times that's talked about in the time of Ezekiel.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? John the Revelator. We in those times, man. Keep going.
That was it.
Can I add something to that real quick?
Yes.
I mean, not real quick. This is Luke, because it says knowing the times, and that's the problem.
They don't know
a lot of people don't know the times that we're in.
Right.
You think it's time to lollygag. You think it's time to party. Time to focus on everything else, but receiving that salvation, that protection. Right. This Luke 12 and 56. It says Luke 12 and 56. It says, "You fools," in NLT. "You fools. You know how to interpret the weather signs of the earth and sky," right? You guys go on the forecast. Oh, it's raining all week, 40% rain.
Yeah.
All right, everybody come out prepared. You get your umbrellas, or you dress accordingly to the weather. Right? It says, "You fools, you know how to interpret the weather signs of the earth and sky, but you don't know how to interpret the present times."
Yeah, like earlier today, you can see the cloud. I said, brother, it's about to rain. Right? Even though the apps are starting to say what?
It's not raining.
It's not going to rain. But through the Holy Spirit, the apps, at the end of the day, ESO technology is not 100% accurate. All right? So you can't go based on everything that God got going on. All right? So just like how you can tell, okay, wow, like something about to come, or the wind start picking up. You know, you can tell.
Exactly.
Or like when you see hell coming down, that means there's a possibility that a tornado is near. See? So, hey man, you can tell all this, but you can't tell that we at the end of this thing. Right? Because a lot of these dudes, they don't go nowhere.
No.
They don't go to the World Coin Launch Office showcase. They don't go nowhere.
That's homework. That's
Finish on verse 12. Finish, please?
That was it.
Yeah, verse 12. This Romans.
Read that again. That was powerful. One more time.
This is
just look at the times of Israel, man. You got people that have more mental health going on now. You know what I'm saying? More suicide rates going on. That's how you know that it's the last days, man.
People shall be in,
Exactly.
I think they said 600,000 people.
600,000
men committed suicide. In 5 months.
5 months.
5 months, yo?
5 months. This is taking themselves out.
This year alone, just 5 months in.
600,000.
Yeah.
600,000.
More mental medication. It's just like when you see a baby. When you see a baby, you know, a woman that's pregnant, as bigger her stomach get, oh yeah, she about to get close to her labor.
Exactly.
But you can't tell. We got all these signs up here. You think I got time to be dealing with the grammar? Brothers dealing with the Yiddish? No, we're going to stay with the Paleo Hebrew.
That's right.
Luke 12 and 56. Luke 12 and 56. You fools!
Lord called 2/3 of Israel a bunch of fools.
Man.
You a fool.
That's right. Go ahead.
You know how to interpret the weather signs of the earth and sky, but you do not know how to interpret the present times.
Right, like the priest just said, we ain't got time to be trying to break down how to say Ben Yehudi or certain languages.
Right, bro.
We measuring the times, bro.
Exactly. Measuring the times, brother. Sitting down here talking about grammar. How's that gonna help your salvation?
All you need to do is the Lord's name.
That's it, bro. That's it.
All right? And if later on you start to want to do it on your own time, you do it.
Right,
But if you got one brother saying Yehoiada,
right,
Yehoah,
Right.
Another brother gonna pray in the name of Yahushua.
right,
Another brother gonna say Alashadja.
right.
Man, what are y'all doing?
Right.
Elohim.
Yoshiakaku. Yeah, bro. Come on, man. It's confusing.
God.
Was it on that?
That was it.
Continuing on, Romans 13 and 12, it said, the night is fast spent, the day is at hand.
The night, the dark. This was a dark age of rulership, right? The day is at hand. The bright star, Yahweh Shah, that's who's coming, you know?
Let us therefore cast off works of darkness.
Right, Esau is the shadow of darkness.
Right.
That's all you seeing? Dudes walking around, all black clothing on.
Right.
The little Uzi Vert playing, that style is dark.
Right.
Ain't no light in that style of dressing with the boots on. Balenciagas, it got a dark style. The music is dark, you know? And it's funny, the money now, coming from that WorldCoin, seeing where Bitcoin started, that was connected to the dark web.
That's right.
So the currency was backed by dark, you know? Dark things.
Everything is
Yeah.
They created from.
And the world coin gonna be backed by darkness.
Darkness, yeah.
That's gonna go to the mark of the beast.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's ultimate
That's the
darkness.
ultimate beast.
Again, Santa Black.
Yeah, man, to black.
Yo, yeah.
Bishop said, let us put on the armor of light.
Right.
Put on the light.
Put on the armor of light. And what is that dealing with? The armor of light dealing with the blood of Yahweh Shah, knowing the name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ephesians 6 chapter. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, man.
That's right.
That's what that is, man. All right. And how do you find that? You find that through the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And taught that through righteous men coming under that name of Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
Because not everybody that's out here preaching the Bible know what they're talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? You talk to certain individuals about what is salvation, they can't give you an answer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the Lord gotta bless you with that, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That was it.
That was it?
This is Isaiah 55 and 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Seek ye the Lord.
Break it down. Break it down.
Yeah, so we in them times, man, while the Lord is having us upon his grace and showing us his ways that we should seek him.
right.
He's not going to be available.
Right.
He's not going to be available soon, so seek him now, man.
Right.
Right.
It say your eyes shall see your teachers.
Right.
You able to learn from brothers now.
You're able to find them.
You able to find them.
And then they find you.
Yeah.
He said something powerful. He said, great. This is the great spirit here. This is grace. This is your time to find the Lord. This is your time to wake up. This is the great spirit here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That I understand what grace means. The grace is this word here. This is the grace. The Most High put the prophets.
Yeah.
We can reach out to. This is the grace.
Right.
This is the compassion.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So you understand that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Face the camera. Face the camera. Right? I know brother B.
In their own world.
Yes.
Verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way, and let the unrighteous man his thoughts.
That's right. Let the wicked forsake his way, which means you got to turn back. That's the form of repentance. Repenting. Forsake your way. Forsake the things that you're doing that's contrary to the laws of the Most High. That could bring you destruction. Right?
Yeah.
So you got to forsake those ways. And how you forsake those ways? You need to learn the ways of the Most High so you can walk in it.
That's right.
Walk in the right way, like that scripture says. This is the way. Walk ye in it.
Yeah, forsaking your ways also. Don't stop trying to do your own thing, bro.
Right.
Stop trying to do your own thing, bro. Just because the Most High gave you a body don't mean that you're supposed to be by yourself.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
You gotta, it's meant for you to be up other people, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And let him return it to
All
the
of
Lord.
y'all up under the United States government.
Right.
Y'all don't got a problem about that.
Right.
I got a problem with being up under Yahweh Shah's government.
Right.
You know? Hey, one thing I learned when I remember when I used to go see the apostles of GMS, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakal, Apostle Gabar. And when I used to go, I used to put my head down. And all y'all brothers, I used to shut the hell up. There's nothing to talk about. I'm under them brothers. You know, and I don't feel no way being up under a man. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You up under Esau.
Right.
When he take money from your check without you even having an opinion about nothing.
Yeah.
And you don't get upset about that.
Nah.
You see?
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Continue on in verse 7, it says, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon.
See, he will abundantly pardon, and that was applied, that was given unto the elect, all right? The 1/3 of Israel, all right? You were able to be reconciled, return to the Lord, and he's going to abundantly pardon, right? And so why would you neglect a gift like that or get that insurance?
That's right.
When you see that and you know that destruction is coming, you should be striving for this forgiveness that the Lord is giving.
Right.
Like you said, brother, you do that with everything else. When you get a car, what do? You get insurance. Because you already know sooner or later you're going to get to an accident. The Lord is telling you destruction is coming. Why are you not getting that insurance in Yahweh Shah?
That's right.
Why are you not tapping in when you know that's guaranteed? It's not like Esau where things may happen, may not happen. The Lord is telling you, I am going to destroy this place.
Right.
And I'm letting you know that 1/3 is going to be saved. Are you part of that though?
Right.
Stop worrying so much about the wicked, but are you righteous?
Hey, Jake was praising Trump for pardoning Larry Hoover and all of that. Well, how much more the Lord that's going to pardon you for your sins?
Exactly.
You know, while Trump is doing all of this big, we're going to pardon this and we're going to pardon that, pardon this person. Everybody was happy and excited. Jake talking about, well, how much more the Lord that's going to pardon your sins.
Right.
All right, that go with you. You know?
Right. You evidently know you commit.
Right.
You know you committed. You know you go off. So instead of, you know what, I already go off, so I'm just going to stay away from godliness. No, you got to come more into it.
You got it,
Oh, Jake's favorite line, I got to get better first.
Bro, this is him pardoning first.
Yep.
You get pardoned, and then that's how the Lord start walking with you.
Yes.
In your crooked ways.
That's right. That was it.
Gone.
And I'm asking.
Yeah, that was it.
This Sirach 5 and 7 says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Woo!
And put not off from day to day. So
It says,
so basically while we got this grace and mercy, we should be right here seeking the Lord right now.
Right, it says make no terror. So that means the second you hear about it, you're supposed to run into it, man. It said the name of the Lord is a strong tower, which what the righteous run into. So the second you hear about that, you're supposed to run into it, man. You're supposed to say, hey, those that run up when they read it. You're supposed to run into this thing. Exactly.
Don't put it all like you got time. Like, you know what, next week.
I want to keep building with y'all brothers. I want to keep building with y'all brothers. You know what I do it next time. Exactly.
Let me go do some foul shit real quick.
You know what the problem is? Jake feel like they have all the time in the world. They feel like their destiny. They know they're going to die when they're 80, 90. Like they just know. Oh, next week I'm going to do this. Next week I'm going to do that. So like the Lord said, I require your soul tonight, man. You don't know when you're going to go.
Exactly.
Right. Keep going with that.
It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Unexpected, yo. You don't know when the Lord could take you out. You don't know when you'll get judged, yo. You don't know when the Lord could take you out and your time run out, yo. I mean, you know what I'm saying, you don't feel that your life could prolong, and you have your own free will, yo.
Right.
You know what's gonna
Right.
go on tomorrow.
Right.
So you can plan your life, yo.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, yo, come next week, and we'll check them next week, and all our parts will be here next week. No.
Right.
That you tarrying, yo.
Right.
You're tarrying for the Lord, yo.
And also, brother, suddenly, hey, that time is picking up, brother. We are in the future.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? We are in the future. When you were a kid, you was looking at the chesses, you looking at all these things. We in the future now, bro.
Esau's not playing no more. Esau technology now is cap.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, we seeing Terminators, certain movies, like the brother said, the Jetsons.
Yeah.
The new 2020, the new movies are a lot of replay movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a new idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how you know this is it.
Yes.
This is the capping. You know what I'm saying?
What is it? Right now, you're just connecting all the dots. You're just connecting, yo. You're just connecting this one, adding up all and making it be so clear.
Walmart to expand drone delivery, 3 million new households across the United States.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Drone deliveries.
Drone deliveries. So,
Yeah.
so a lot of y'all individuals out here that's driving those Walmart cabs and trucks, and hey, a lot of y'all gonna lose your jobs because they don't need y'all no more, man. You know what I'm saying? This AI, this new automation is taking over, man. So you
in the future.
living in the
Yeah.
future, brother.
We live in the future.
We live in the future, bro.
And Esau don't have his imagination is cap.
Yeah.
He don't have nothing else to come out with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You cap, yo, for real.
Yeah.
Everything is the holograms is done. He's over
Done.
now.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
new?
yeah.
What else new you got coming out?
Yeah, that's it, bro.
He done.
He's done.
He's done.
He ran out.
He ran out. I let you know the Lord limited his mind.
Oh, we got a new variant.
That's why Black Mirror, he said, yo, I don't got nothing else to, I don't have no more seasons to come up with because we living in it.
Right.
So I let you know, his mind is there's nothing else to do.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Great point, brother.
Continuing on, it says the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
And that security, man. And guess what?
That's
a lot.
Yep.
A lot of these individuals out here gonna feel secure, because guess what? A lot of these individuals out here, what's gonna happen? They're gonna take that MOTV. They're not gonna be working. They're gonna be playing video games to make money. They're gonna automatically just give them money. They're gonna feel secure.
They're gonna be secure. They're gonna say, yo, I don't gotta work no more.
Exactly.
I can make 200,000. I can make 100,000 staying at home.
Exactly.
Doing surveys.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Giving out referrals.
Exactly.
You know?
Right.
Making comments on apps all day.
Exactly.
Real engaging comments on apps.
You know? Exactly. So you're gonna be more secure. You're not gonna feel like, you don't, financially, you're gonna feel like you're in good straits.
Right.
And then it says what?
It says, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Right. And then that's when you're gonna be destroyed in the day of vengeance, man. When our Lord and Savior comes back to destroy this place. And any one of y'all, and any one of y'all that took that mark of the beast, man, y'all gonna be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, anyone that's not under that name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna be destroyed.
You
Man.
see this brother trying to say it's a spirit. Right? The spirit is operating through a physical being.
Exactly, bro.
And it's the same physical being
All the time.
Everybody that walk behind, yo, came allowed. You can see the red coming out of his skin. Right? Nobody else did that.
Exactly.
Nobody got a problem. No, it's an actual entity that the spirit is dealing with.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how you know.
It needs a spirit.
Whose body was that spirit?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's how you know they still going to that Christian doctrine. Don't blame the person, blame the sin. It's like, what you
Now, if
talking
we was to
about,
mess
bro?
with them, they gonna say, oh, them black niggas,
yeah,
they always messing with somebody. But they're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
We can't chase him down and whip his ass.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though, and that's why it says, here is the patience and the faith. You gotta have patience, bro.
That's it.
Extreme patience.
We're not even saying you white devil when they walk out no more.
That's why I said you ain't even gotta say nothing. They got a problem with the word.
He said we provoking. Where was the provocation there?
Right. There was no provoking. He just drunk as a skunk. And no kids allowed. And he just ride up and down the blood Sons of Satan.
Sons of Satan.
See all the red? You see the skin? You see red. Yeah. That's why we call them the so-called white men.
Right.
That's the mark of Cain. Took his pigment away.
His fucking pigment.
Nobody else is translucent like him. And they like a glowing red stick. A neon red stick. So like again, brother.
I got Revelations 12, no, Salakia 14 and 12. It says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and faith of Yahushua Mashiach.
Yeah, the faith of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Go on the highways and byways.
Yeah.
That's a commandment.
You gotta do that.
Not being ashamed. Yeah.
They don't want to deal with this. People looking at you.
Exactly.
It comes with something.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was it? You got something after you done? Continue.
That's
This is Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24, verse 37 down to 39. It says, but as in the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yep.
So, because we was making a point earlier, Jake don't have no consideration for the times.
Right.
Even this, what's the rapper, Scarface? He said the music that y'all bringing out today, it doesn't align with the world events that's going on today.
Eat your booty like groceries, and his missiles being shot.
That don't make sense.
How you gonna make a song about sex, and his missiles? We in wartime.
Yeah, bro.
We in war.
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Iran said America, you're gonna get it too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, America, we didn't have nothing to do it. But guess what? When I was shooting missiles yesterday, you was blocking it.
Yeah.
You was helping out.
Yeah.
So you are involved. That's like if I'm getting in a fight with somebody come in and blocking my punches.
I'm holding your arm from
You involved in it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna punch you too. And Russia gonna get involved. Cause see, America the big bad wolf. But Russia is the equalizer. You know? Make this a level playing field when I get involved.
Right.
China get involved, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 38, it says, for as in the days that were before the flood.
You mentioned something
Go
about
ahead.
You mentioned and said that the music don't align with the times.
Right.
There was a study that came to find out that the CIA was using the culture to shred on the Iron Curtain. So during the time of the wars, the CIA was actually having artists, and one of the artists, their father was a general. So the CIA was using music to drop at that time. So it'll be just like now. You see the times going on, but the music is out of sync.
Right.
That's them replaying it, they same move, influencing the music. It says rockers and spies, how the CIA used culture to shred the Iron Curtain. It says, two memories from the 1989 of a crowd bar at 3 a.m. in Berlin, not far from the wall breached just 36 hours beforehand. Let me skim through this so I don't read this whole thing. It says the CIA had built a facade of front structures in pursuit of American cultural hegemony. So this is during the time of the Soviet Union. They actually having artists promote certain songs, you know, and certain behaviors to change people's mindset. You know, if I find something else, I'll bring it out.
Right.
Reading on, it says back in Mark 24.
Come on, can I preach something quick? This is Matthew 11 and 16. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. So the Lord, at the same time, to neutralize the music that Esau wanted to play, the Lord sent his prophets out here to give a musical tune.
Right.
To combat what the CIA was doing.
Right.
And that's what we're doing now. A small sanctuary.
Yes.
That's piping, that's blowing that flute. But nobody's dancing to our rhythm, to our steps.
Exactly.
You see?
Yeah, nobody's dancing. Look, they still walking past to hear us, to hear the music. Because guess what? You hear that music over there, everybody's intrigued. What's going on? They hear this music, they walk right past it like they don't hear nothing. Go ahead.
I got it says, we have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, so we mourning unto you, and you not lamenting. You ain't showing no emotions about this. We mourning unto you.
I got real quick on the article. The lady named something, said, who paid the piper? Francis Stoner Sauter says the CIA deported itself in the manner of Renaissance prince, accepted that it acted secretly. It says the artists, Pollock especially, but also Mark Rothko, William D. Kooning, benefited from the CIA-backed international promotion, despite their political views. The same irony applied to jazz. Still largely black music in the United States, where artist tours, like everything else, was segregated, but the racial origins of jazz, it says, has been used in propaganda against Nazi Germany. The genius of Louis Armstrong was pounced upon, and the good trumpeter appointed a Goodwill Jazz ambassador dispatched on government-funded tours of Europe and Africa. It says while Jim Crow laws applied at home. So it lets you know that they'll fund tours just to promote a music, or the like we said, who shall rise them up to keep the people calm. It shows you that in that movie Sinners. The music could actually be used to keep you on a docile state. So if they funding tours to keep people on a docile state back in the 50s, back in the 60s, what you think they doing now?
Right.
You know?
And all you gotta do is just look at the times, like the prophet just said when you read that. So guess what? It's not matching the times, but guess what? 80% of who you hear right now doing songs is what? Females. It's a real effeminate spirit out there right now. You know what I'm saying? All you hear is what? All you hear is Lotto. All you hear is Lotto. All you hear is Glorilla. All you hear is Summer Walker, Cardi B. So it's a real effeminate spirit right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not matching up with the times. Go ahead.
Got it, Romans 10:17. That's what the brother's saying. And let you know that if they was doing the artists like that back then,
Come on.
all these dudes was getting paid off. They're not going to tell you.
They're not telling you,
They're not going. What they going to do? They're going to make jokes about it. Yeah, I'm part of the Illuminati. Ha ha ha.
Yes, I am.
I guess I am part of the Illuminati. You really believe that? Yeah, nigga, I believe that, bro.
Exactly.
They ain't gonna let you. They ain't gonna let you get so big without knowing they can have control on you.
Right.
What you got, priest?
It's on Romans 10:17. So then faith cometh by hearing.
So if faith coming by hearing, if I'm an opposition, what I'm going to do? I'm going to blast a whole nother type of sound.
Wow.
I'm going to blast a whole nother type of sound. If I know faith coming by hearing, I'm gonna try to usurp a bigger sound over you. I'm gonna play louder. I'm gonna spend more marketing dollars, more YouTube, more funding. Cause they gonna hear Sexy Red more than they hear Apostle Tahar, more than they hear Apostle Gabar, more than they hear Priest Karak Kalkan, more than Priest Shalak Marab, Priest Malakbar, Priest Rob Shabbat. They gonna hear more than that. You see? Go ahead.
It says, and hearing by the word of Yahweh.
And hearing by the word of Yahweh.
Wow.
So what the CIA gonna do?
Wow. They gonna put some music out there to be louder than that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Exactly. And
that's why the Lions ain't. That's why the Lions is not rising up. And it's spiritual too, because the Most High don't want those lions to rise up.
That's it.
2/3 of them lions about to get put down.
Right.
You know?
The scripture says what? He said, "My sheep hear my voice." So your sheep is still going to hear his voice, even throughout all that other music.
That's right.
You trying to use that music to drown out the prophets. The sheep is really going to hear the Lord's voice regardless. Because guess what? The sheep got a certain tune with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
So no matter what you play, they still going to go into that frequency of Yahweh Shah and be like, no, I hear that amongst all the chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Amongst all the chaos.
Next verse. Next verse.
Come. Verse 18. It says, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth.
That vibration of the prophets preaching, that
They heard
frequency
it.
is
That's why people see. I can see when they go them. I read multiple times. People, I could read their lips. The Israelites. So they have heard the sound that went out, bro.
It went out.
You know.
It went out.
They know what to identify you.
They know who the ones that's out here preaching on the street and how they look. You know.
It says, and the words unto the ends of the world.
Read that one more time. Read it again one
It's
time.
Romans 10:17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh.
Hearing by the word of Yahweh, not by the words of Luke Baby, Young Thug, all of the artists that they promoting to keep the lions at that low state. You know. Meanwhile, this dude walking around, brother showed me a picture with a damn squirrel, tie, and a damn crazy mask on his face, doing a whole damn ritual.
Looking like Jabberwocky. Looking like he's Star Wars. Jabberwocky. Young Thug is gone, man. They doing a humiliation ritual.
That's what that is.
Even his video he did with Future, he covers his face up now. That's the new thing he's doing. He's starting to cover his face up. Every time he do like a video or he go to a function, he got his face covered.
He's a fucking clown.
He probably embarrassed. You don't know what they told him to do. You know? Go ahead, preach minute. 18,
Come. Verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth. and their words into the ends of the world.
Right. Through the internet, through social media, that's how the explain the song went to the world.
Right.
Unicorn, it went to the internet.
Right, because you
Social-
can't have music. You can't have music without words.
That's right.
You can't have music without words.
Right? You can't have music without words. So you know the beat, the rhythm is Yahweh Shah.
Right.
Yahweh, and then the words are the words. Yahweh Shah, the words.
Right.
right.
You know, you can't have a rhythm or flow without having words, bro.
That's right.
Even when you listen to music, you'd be like, oh, this artist, he hopped on that beat.
You know, skipped on, he jumped on it.
He jumped on it. Same thing. Brothers out here piping, you know, harping, you know, giving out that beautiful sound, man.
That's right. And we doing it to wake the people up, tell them
right.
the times, because there's a war breaking out.
Yes, yes.
Real, at this
Yeah, you should warn the people, because you know Esau want to talk about everything else but the war.
Everything
you don't want to talk about
They
that.
don't want to talk about it. Yeah, mention it real quick and then talk about Puff Daddy for
Back to Puff Daddy.
back to Puff Daddy. What about Puff Daddy? Oh, he was fucking on 50 Cent baby mother. Nobody give all that is fluff music to get you distracted from what's going on. You know when Jay gonna grow a brain when the missiles start hitting over here,
Exactly.
and the terrorist attacks start coming over here.
Exactly.
Then they gonna be like, yo, where that music was, where that concert with them brothers was at.
Yeah.
You know where to be found.
That's what it's hitting like that.
Yep, because they already said they let the terrorists in already.
Right.
So they here already. They just waiting for the proper signal.
Right.
Yep, and all, boom!
Fucking 86.
Yep. You're gonna see a nigga working at Popeyes, open up Popeyes. Yeah, that's gonna shut this whole place down.
Right there. I'm gonna walk right out of 7-Eleven. Back of 7-Eleven somewhere.
Yep.
Boom!
Yep.
JJ Fish.
Esau's so racist, he let all these damn Muslims open up mosques in our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Rollo, you don't know what the fuck going on. Them niggas probably one call away, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Do it. Do it.
The time is now.
It is time. The time is now. The nigga gonna go. Remember they promised virgins and all that shit? Psychopaths, bro. How you gonna blow yourself up, your dick all over here, your arm over here? You gonna get some virgins.
You at 80 pieces. Real quick, how the CIA weaponized music in the 1960s. CIA used sound and music along with LSD to manipulate the youth when anti-war protests began growing.
So that's why you see Woodstock, a lot of them kids was on LSD.
Right.
Drugs and music,
Drugs and music.
Drugs and music, yo.
Whenever there's a protest or uprising, you gotta sedate them. That's the
That's
combo.
why a lot of this weed that these kids be smoking. The new drug is the fit.
Right. Oh yeah, you said the pink
Tusi. That pink cocaine. Tusi in the air. That shit probably turn you into a super freak. Touching it yourself. That's why I always thought, hell.
Act like Prince and shit.
Yeah. What the fuck? That shit, cause you gotta remember Esau, when he make drugs, they made them shits a laboratory, bro. They do tests.
It says the theory is that they manufactured bands and songs and introduced LSD as a way to change the culture and to kill the anti-war protests.
So I let you know they're using drugs, using the music.
Music
so
and
that
drugs,
right there, that's the same combo punch.
Yeah.
You see?
Yep.
The same combo punch, bro.
Yeah.
So that means that you should be mindful of the music that you are taking.
Yes.
The drugs, you shouldn't be using no drugs.
Shouldn't be using no drugs, right?
You see?
Right.
That's why that club, every weekend, the club, Jake gonna go in the club every weekend. Every weekend, Jake gonna go in the club and smoke and listen to music in the club, yo.
Hookah lounges.
Hookah lounges, club,
Hell no.
That means it's in the hookah and it's in the weed.
Yeah.
You legalize weed. Why all of a sudden you legalize that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a drug of choice.
Yep.
That was it on
Yeah, bring it out.
Let me finish this with Matthew. Back in Matthew 24:38, it says, "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking,
Right, because
marrying Go ahead.
Yeah, because the day before the flood, the same way because that's from like
Noah, yeah.
because the priest bring out he had the patient, he had the patient, and he fed the saint.
Right.
Because Noah prophesied for 100 years, yo. 100 over 100 Noah prophesied for.
Right.
And the same way, like now, the same thing going on. They're eating and drinking, they're doing the same thing, yo.
Look where we at.
You know what I'm saying?
The belt line, Jake's walking by,
Yeah.
skateboarding, riding
right.
bikes,
That's it.
Jimmy's ice cream.
That's
You know,
right.
Jimmy's ice
The same way like what Noah went through, yo.
Same thing. People getting married, LGBT, they getting
Bro,
married,
you
sex
see
changes.
the velocity of the missiles when they hit?
Oh, God, damn. That looks crazy.
projection?
I seen
Man, that shit come down like an arrow, bro.
That thing look crazy, brother.
That shit knocked down. Y'all ever seen that shit hit? That shit knocked buildings. It knocked 3 buildings down at one time.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
That thing look
What do you
crazy.
think gonna happen? That shit, man, they gonna pass out.
Jake is not ready for that.
That shit come down fast. That shit's like an arrow, like a. That's probably why Revelation was saying it. Like one arrow shoot to the next, you know? Yeah.
Shot from a mighty archer.
That shit was a shot from a mighty archer, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That shit looked crazy, bro. I said, yo, it's an interballistic missile. That's not even the nuclear joints.
That's not the nuclear.
The nuclear joints goes. Once the nuclear missiles get hit, bro, that's when everything the stock market, everything gonna go crazy, bro.
Wow.
You show it? That shit hit hard, bro. They got it on World Star Hip Hop. You see on World Star Hip Hop. They got a direct. That joint came down. Shoo, boom. You didn't even hear it. You just seen it, and then you heard the noise.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it hit. Then you heard the noise. Yup.
Damn, that's how fast it
That
is.
shit was fast. I'm telling you, bro. It really looked like an arrow that was on fire. Yup.
Wow, that's what they saying.
Yup. I think they talk about that. What's that? The Edges when he said one should have took an arrow like a mighty archer. Yeah. It's on World Star Hip Hop, brother. Looking for it.
I'll finish the scripture.
Yeah, got it.
It says,
break it down.
done. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking. Same thing now. The Lord said He's not going to destroy the world with water no more. But this time it's fire.
Right.
Now before the fire is coming, you got Jakes, got their shirt off, just skating. Don't have a care in the world. They don't pay attention to current events.
They're married
They
in.
don't watch the news. They're not into nothing.
They're nothing.
Jake is just into
mirth.
going to the clubs,
bro.
into their goddamn robot walking. You ain't even paying attention to this.
Niggas into their phone. Niggas, I see there. Chat. Hey, chat.
Fucking app, bro.
Come on, this nigga do. Consonant, Zoe Spencer, all of them. Chat.
DJ Academics.
Chat. Talking to bots.
Young Thug just said he about to quit rapping and start screaming now. And he see how much Adolph Ross made.
I
Ooh,
saw
Young
that.
Thug said that?
I saw that.
He said, I want to quit. After he see how much Adolph Ross made, that little white boy, he said, I want to start streaming. I'm going to quit rapping.
You see?
That's another noise right there.
It says, marrying and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Same way. Everybody lagging, everybody doing their own thing, everybody ignoring all of the signs, all the warnings, until it smack them right in the face. That's
right.
And that's when there's going to be God, my God, Lord, please.
Yep.
That was it?
That's it.
This second Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Wow. What arrow? See, this is how brothers they don't understand scriptures.
Right.
What arrow could be shot from one end of the world to the next?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Ezra had to be time traveling.
That means Ezra seen what I seen. When I seen this video, I said, yo, this shit was like an arrow. It looked like somebody was shooting an arrow. So he's trying to explain, because he's not living in 2025. You know what I'm saying? He's living 2,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he's like, damn, what the fuck is this? Yo, when I see, it looked like an arrow that hit that shit, bro. Look at this joint. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, but that's it. It gotta be that.
Right.
You probably seen that, seen the silo, see where it's shot from.
Exactly.
Like, yo, that's like a mighty archer.
Fire.
Because who else gonna do that?
That's crazy.
It's an arrow, brother.
It looked like a arrow, like you did the arrow on fire and shit.
Where coming from? That's the halo.
Silos.
That's they shooting arrows, bro. So imagine you trying to explain what a damn computer is.
Yeah. That's like what, 500 years before y'all?
Yeah, so he explained it.
That judgment
and he
is
said he's seen the arrow being shot from one end of the earth to the next.
Come on.
It's not one. Who you know? Incredible Hulk can't do that, bro.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
That footage, if that shit smacked, Jake gonna go, that's when Jake gonna wake
That
up.
shit here, them dudes gonna die. You're gonna die just off the sound. The sound could kill you. That's why when we talk about we being compelled through fear. Like y'all don't know what's coming. These arrows ain't just being made to be put in museums. Read that one more time. Put that last one again.
Second, there's more. You want read that one, right? 2 Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Now, what's sharp enough to destroy something? You're talking about buildings, you're talking about civilization, you're talking about what's sharp enough that's going to destroy whole lands, bro?
From the ends of the world at that.
What is that?
Yo, you right. Because
A regular arrow hitting this building is not going to do nothing.
It's not smacking here right now, so it's like they don't see it. But it's happening on the news in the world.
They seen it.
Aaron said U.S. He pointed. They pointed U.S. out too.
And that's how you know the Lord only want a few people to get it. Because like the brother says, in the time of Noah, why is not everybody going to be like, yo, we got to hurry up and say that name. We got to repent.
You got to get up out of here.
Right.
Verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return.
That's a plague. That's a plague, brother.
That's a plague, brother.
All right? That's a plague, man.
Until
what do plagues do? What do plagues do? They destroy.
Right.
They destroy human beings. They destroy civilizations. That's what plagues do, right? You go into bubonic plagues. Any plague you think of, it destroys.
Right.
So that's going to be the ultimate destruction.
Right.
You got it.
It says, shall not return until they come upon the earth. Verse 15.
Wow. So not return until they come upon the earth. So they're going to shoot off and then they're going to come back upon the earth. They're a plague.
That's right. That's a plague in the air,
That's a plague in the air that's going to come down with pinpoint accuracy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, bro. There ain't no Esau GPS system. That's the Lord, bro.
Bro.
You see a lot of Israelites, bro. They walk around. You think that nigga probably ready to go, brother?
Right there, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
That nigga get one call.
Right.
He gonna get that call.
Their allegiance to that shit.
If he get a call now with his wife, it's just time.
Yeah, that really probably got the biggest. She got the biggest one.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna expect them. They gonna come
You're right.
I thought she pregnant and shit.
Bow! The wrath of hell, brother.
Baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
I don't trust them, bro. I don't give a fuck how they come around.
Hell yeah.
You do make it seem like we just get on Esau.
Nah.
Them camelback motherfuckers.
No.
That's right. What you talking about?
Right.
We as an Israelite, we gotta look at all these nations.
That's a fact.
Bro, I don't even at Chinese restaurants, bro.
Right.
I was a young kid. I used to eat at Chinese restaurants.
Yeah, they was all in the hood.
They was on the hood.
That's all we had.
But after I came into this truth, I started looking at all them niggas different.
Strong, huh?
Yo, fuck this nigga.
You have to, bro.
Yo, Priest told me even when he gets fingernails, cause like, yo, give me that shit, man. Fuck y'all niggas doing like, y'all trust y'all niggas.
Take your DNA.
Niggas over here taking everything.
The massage parlor, they get that.
skin.
Give me that towel, man. Yeah, bro. Take my shit. I got a clone. Baby Thai woman. That shit I like. Baby Thai woman in Vietnam, fucking China somewhere.
All of a sudden now you want to treat.
She said, no, I got to give me that towel, man. I don't want you, man. Gonna get crazy with me,
Yo.
my choice.
And then, hey, Jake, all of a sudden now you want to cater so much.
Put that shit in the freezer, store it. Ship that shit over there.
You know, Esau do that.
They got 1,000 wounds.
They say you that in the movie Watchmen.
They send out the doctors.
Oh, nah, brother. Go ahead.
My son probably nicest MMA fighter on the planet.
Facts.
Over there, you don't even know about him. Yeah.
Nigga's ass.
Like, oh, my son crazy. That's like me right there, brother. I've never been out there before. Yeah, I better stop playing with them Moabites, bro.
That's a fact.
Go over there, taking all your skin. Taking, you know, getting massages, they getting crazy. Give me my joint, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You sure know about these parlors and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right. They fucking little, cause matter of fact, in New York City, they had a damn police department from Hong Kong that was operating in New York City in Manhattan. You know, so yeah, like the brother said, it sounds like Verse 15, the kindle is fired and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Kindle is fired already. It's already in the starting stage.
It already started.
The fire lighter.
Once they launched an atomic bomb, that was it. That was it. That let people know that you don't care about life. We ain't gonna let you violate and do that to our people.
That's when they know, oh, you can go there.
Yeah. You know, so now we gotta develop our shit.
That's in the Cold War, all of that,
It says, like verse 16, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon.
Stop. When Israel launched that missile, they can't go pause. Hold on, rewind. We didn't mean to do it like that.
Exactly.
Nah. Once that shit go, it's a spirit that's guiding it.
That's right.
And that's why the Most High know where that war gonna start at. Yahweh Shabbat. You know?
It says, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. So yeah, bro, that's shaking the ground, man.
Right.
You know? And you only gonna have the men of the Lord, just like that one dude who escaped that flight, that plane that crashed.
That one guy.
It's gonna be like angels. Everybody died except for him.
That's crazy.
He had like a little cut.
He had a little cut. He had a bruise like
My
this
brother
right
said he
here.
blacked out. He said he blacked out when he woke up. All he see was burnt bodies. He came out the emergency exit.
Bro, that's
the Lord, bro.
that?
That was the Lord, bro.
That's different. That lets you know, bro, that time we in, there's gonna be a covering.
I let you know the Most High can save you, bro.
Yeah, you said that though. Like dealing with that percentage, you said like that one out of that 240 something. That 1/3 is a small number, bro.
Yeah.
That's a small number.
Yeah. Verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
See? And as we said, woe is me. Woe is me. This is a prophet saying that. That means that when he seen that shit, he was like, yo. What the fuck, who gonna deliver me? If I'm gonna be in them times. But this is a rap. You can't run from it. Even if you go to a bunker, you won't be able to come outside. Because everything gonna be toxic. The air quality gonna be fucked up. So who gonna deliver you in them times, bro?
No sun, no nothing.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm talking about a plague that's actually going to cause the world's first earthquake. I mean, the actual whole earth moving, bro. It's going to and fro.
Earthquake to and fro.
That was it.
I got something.
That was it on you said real to and fro?
This is Revelation 17. Revelation 17 and 16. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, they shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
Wow.
Yeah, this is all America flesh. This is America's identity right here. Big buildings, nice palatial utopias that you could go to. Bubbles. Nice major cities. You know? Big ass buildings. That's they flesh, bro.
That's why America's known as what? The daughter of Babylon. Female flesh.
Verse 17. It says, for the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will.
So guess what? Guess who put it in their mind? The Most High put it in their mind to do this. You ain't gonna stop them from shooting these missiles, bro.
That's right.
Cause at the end of the day, war is stupid.
Niggas dying. Ain't nobody going
OG told me, say, yo, we can't make no money fighting war. Let's try to talk it out. You can't make no money fighting war.
Exactly.
You're gonna kill people. It's never gonna end. You're gonna hurt somebody's feelings. You're gonna take somebody's mother out. You're gonna do. War serves no purpose, bro.
America is a marketplace. Why would you destroy an area where you're going to set up your market at?
Why would you destroy an area that you do trades with?
Right.
And that's why when they thought about it, in Revelation they said, yo, it says, when they seen what they did, they was like, fuck.
Dust on their head.
They're making all this money with these niggas. I ain't gonna really take them out. Like, but he won't stop.
Yeah, because the Lord put his spirit on them to fight. The Lord put his spirit on them to fight, yo. He put his spirit on them to fight. That's why they're fighting, yo.
Yeah.
See the Most High, I'm gonna read it again. Revelation 17 and 17. 17. For the Most High put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. So when you read that scripture right there, a so-called black man is running the show and his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. The Most High created the beast system.
That's right.
He created, a so-called black man created the beast system. Starting from the Egyptians, the Babylonians, the Persians and the Medes, the Greeks, the Roman Empire, and then the extension of the Roman Empire today, which is America. The Most High's so-called black man set that beast system up and is getting ready to destroy that beast system.
And then let you know that Putin and all these individuals in high places, let you know that they're all puppets of the Lord.
Yes.
Because it said his will. So there is no free will. No matter what you see on the screen and how powerful you may think they look and they control it, the Lord is controlling them.
Like the priest said through the Holy Spirit, it says in the Revelations, they start weeping. So it's like you know they ain't meant to do it because they fuck.
It's like that's when they realize.
Well, I'm going to sell all of this shit I got. Well, I'm going to sell all of this because it says frankincense.
Okay. I'm gonna sell all this goddamn coke from. I'm gonna sell all this goddamn. Where I'm gonna get all these babies from?
Right.
I'm gonna sell all these fake bags and fake swallow and all this thing. Everything here. Just come in here. So piece of quantity.
Right.
All of the oil is imported here.
America, the top pedophile. Where I'm gonna get the babies from now? Where I'm gonna get all these shelters from?
Pizzagate, black market.
Pizzagate. Where I'm gonna get them from?
Black market for the organs. Where I'm gonna get it from?
Where you gonna get it from, bro?
Right. Finishing off, it says, for the Most High put it in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast. Unto the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
So that's the Most High setting up the playbook the whole time.
See that?
Setting up the play, brother.
And the brother was talking about, and that's right there, the Lord showing you his blueprint.
Yes.
He showed you his blueprint of the beginning, how he created everything.
Right.
And he's showing you the blueprint of what's going to happen in this era right now, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
See Trump, Putin, y'all got strings on y'all. You know, nobody can't see.
Don't forget Nat and Hootie, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Rise
You
the line.
motherfucking Nat and Moody. I don't even know how to say your name. Not a Jew.
The Most High made him write that.
Right.
Rise the lion.
Rise the lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Kim King, whatever.
Kim Jong-un.
Korea, Ed Fu Young.
X-King, whatever that name is.
Yeah. Y'all dudes are puppets on the string.
That's right.
So all this is going on with the news and the media and everything because it's setting up for these kingdoms to be destroyed so the kingdom of Israel will be set up on the planet.
Right.
That's what this thing is all about. One more verse. Verse 18. And the woman.
That's a lot, brother. Just hit me. Guess what? Also, while we talking to our people, guess what? We also gotta condemn these other nations as well. The same. You know what I'm saying? Because you got individuals out here. No, I don't want to say Esau's the devil, and I don't want to. Hey, what you think Moses was doing when he was talking to Pharaoh, man? He was calling for what he was. Like, yo, you gotta free our people, man.
But they bringing all the shit here. They bringing all the philosophies here. They bringing, their sister was bringing the opioids here. They selling all of the fake marijuana.
Elon had the
Elon throwing the fentanyl inside of it. You know, so they taking part just as much. It says the dogs lick the wounds on last night.
Right. Elon might have all the corner stores selling baggies in their scales.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Verse 18. Back in Revelation 17 and 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth all over the kings of the earth. Now, process of elimination, you got to say to yourself, who is that woman, that great city? Who is that that reign over all the kings of the earth today? Come on.
Who is that city? Donald Trump. Let's make this city great again.
Yes.
Who is that?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is prophecy. It's letting you know what it is, man. Go ahead.
That's it on that.
I got a precept.
Revelation.
Oh, no.
Revelation.
I got Revelations 18 and 17. It says, for in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
1 hour, brother. 1 hour. Now, how many years did it take for y'all to develop the dollar? How many years did it take for y'all to develop the actual credit card? How many years did it take for y'all to develop cryptocurrency? You know what I'm saying? It took a long time to build up this so-called great city y'all called, and in 1 hour, man, 2 episodes of Martin is gonna be destroyed, bro.
Right.
Come on.
Verse 18.
Can you imagine you got a whole crate of ooh coming?
Shit, damn.
A whole crate of ooh. A little small jars, $50.
50K, yeah.
You got a whole crate of ooh and scents, bananas, tires, Goodyear tires. And you like, fuck. Damn, what the fuck happened, bro?
Yeah.
Electrical lithium,
yeah.
gold coming over here.
Oh, yeah.
And they on the ship like, damn.
Yep.
Why did we just? Shalom, King.
Hey, Shalom, King.
Why did we just bomb America for?
Right. That's
Damn, because that let you know. That let you know they don't even understand the ramifications of how crazy it's gonna be.
Yes. 20, 30, Maybach.
Yeah, you got the 30, 20, 50 Maybach.
Damn,
Yup. Got the newest robot.
Newest driverless.
New driverless. Yup. Electrical dildos, bunch of roses on there.
I just got a new flying car,
All
man.
that, when they import all that stuff.
Yeah.
Fake ass Louis Vuitton bags,
Yeah.
they got exposed.
Yeah.
Hermes, all the bags coming through. They're gonna be like, fuck, stupid ass crackers, man. But see, when you see Esau, he make you want to go there with him, bro.
Yeah.
You know? Make you be like, you know what, man? He's so proud. He got them Bugle Boy jeans on. You just want to blast him out them Bugle Boy jeans. You know? You see the Bugle Boy jeans. There you go.
Verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
Yo, in multiple languages and grammars, brother. Chinese, every nation crying, bro.
No more cameras, bro. Ryan Coogler can't make no movies with your cameras and all that. Studios burnt down, everything gone, bro.
Studios.
No more iPhones, none of that shit.
No more Tesla.
Verse 19,
No Tesla machine, no batteries.
and they cast the dust on their heads.
See, and I let you know, it was so much dust after they burnt. They tore America up, bro. It was just in the air.
Yeah.
They were just grabbing the dust and because bodies was turning into dust. You know, Lord gonna turn them into powder. You know, them dudes gonna grab that dust. And when you used to grab the ashes, that was for mourning.
Yes.
And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate.
Jump to 11. Go to 11 real quick. Matter of fact, go to 10.
This is Revelation
Same chapter
18
below.
and 10. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
So I'll let you know, America's gonna be destroyed in 1 hour.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna be no missile protection, no Iron Dome, Golden Dome.
None of that.
That shit ain't gonna work, bro.
It's not.
Yo, when they were shooting the missile at Israel, they wasn't able to catch all the missiles.
They ain't catch you.
Because one thing about the dome, it might can stop maybe 20 of them, but if you shoot 100 of them shits, you can't block every punch.
10, 15 of them gonna sneak
Right.
in. Some punches gotta get in.
Why you think when you're playing Street Fighter, if E Honda hit you with the 100-hand slap, even though you blocking it, it's still gonna drain your power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You know play Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Remember when E Honda hit you with the slap? Even if you block it, you still gonna lose power. You gotta back up. You know what I'm saying? So that dome can't catch every punch.
Right.
Them arrows is like punches, bro.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Verse 11, it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over
All
her.
the merchants of the earth, they gonna weep and mourn because everything is made off a bartering system.
Yeah.
It's all made off buying and selling.
Yeah.
So you have people that it take years to get oud together.
Hell yeah.
They say it take 9 to 12 months just to get a batch together. Now you got gallons of that shit in there. All that hard work, and you like, damn, what the fuck?
Oud is the oil to get it from the tree. But it take about 9 to 12 months just to get the oil
Just to get the
off
oil.
tree.
There's a process. You got
Process,
certain cinnamons. It takes time. Because you got to
yeah.
grow it, you got to harvest it, you know?
Yeah.
For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
And the reason why you know that's America, because America is the #1. I cut somebody else with that. They were trying to say it was the Roman Empire.
Yeah, actually it's gonna go into it.
Yeah, bro.
Con, verse 12, it says the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones.
Wait, who got the K Jewelers? Who got the Diamond District?
Yeah.
You know, who's setting up the shop for all the jewelry?
The chips got gold in it.
Right. The chips got gold in
The
it.
chips
Come
got
on,
gold in
man.
it. Them chips, them NVIDIA chips. Those NVIDIA chips that got gold in it. Got
gold.
silver in it.
Right.
And the pearls and fine linen.
Pearls, fine linen.
Shoe supply store. This got to be the America. This is where they're selling all of the linen
Everything
outfits.
is sold at. This is where you can buy stuff cheap in China and come out here and quadruple your money.
That's
Capital
it.
gains.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
Now they
I'm
call
trying to
that.
know that. Yo, damn, it took me 10 cents to make this trip. I sold this shit to this brother for $30.
Yeah.
That's a come up.
That's amazing. Come on. Yeah.
And purple and silk and scarlet and
See,
all.
people don't know silk. People don't even understand how silk is made. Through spiders. Spiders make silk too. Spiders make silk. That takes time. Spider can only do but so much, bro.
I think he saw an operation with just spider just dropping down, yo.
Yeah.
He take spider on play everything, yo. After spider dropping. And when they drop it, just make it pop in there, yo. Real slave, man.
Yeah, bro.
Con, it says, and all thine, what is thine? Thine wood.
Dime wood. Okay. Yeah. Wood, agarwood. You know, cedar wood,
Mahogany.
wood. All right. They building up all the houses. They need all the wood. And that's the thing with the tariff.
Furniture. Hardwood floors, houses.
Right.
You got certain floors that got wood in it.
It's big construction right there.
That's why the housing market was being affected by the tariffs.
exactly.
And you know they importing a lot of that stuff here.
Exactly. Con, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of
Where you
most
get
precious
ivory
wood.
from?
The animals, piano, they're making the piano, they're making all kind of instruments with the ivory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everything coming here, all the animals.
Elephants.
Yeah, elephants.
Remember,
The rhino. Rhino
yeah.
extinct through Esau, the rhino, the last rhino dead. The last white rhino died because of Esau.
Right.
They chopping off the horn.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
But it's being imported here.
yeah, right, everything coming here.
Everything come in.
And all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon and odors.
Stop. Cinnamon. A lot of times we go in the store and we see cinnamon. You think that's an easy goddamn thing to make?
Right.
It says, I just pulled it up. It says time to mature. Cinnamon trees take 2 to 3 years before the bark is mature enough to harvest. So imagine you taking 36 months to do something, and then all of a sudden I can't even sell it no more.
Right. I was waiting for this.
I'm a cry.
Yeah.
It says spices like cinnamon and verum are commonly used and are usually harvested around 2 to 5 years after planting.
Man.
You have to cut the branches out of bark, scrape off, and the inner bark is peeled. Drying the inner bark curls into rolls as it dries, forming quills. The drying time takes a few weeks, depending on the humidity and the sun. All right? So it takes time. You just think it's all the stuff. Jake is so used to microwave, getting things back fast. But anybody that's dealing with harvesting, you know it takes time.
All Jake know is the end product, yo. All Jake get in the hand. Jake know the build up behind it. All Jake know buying it in the hand. Getting the watch in the hand. getting the food in the hand. You don't know the build up behind it. Like the preacher said.
They don't appreciate nothing.
It's a bunch of build up to get the product here, man.
That's why this dude made Kroger's.
Right.
That's why he made these stores. So you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how much it takes to get cinnamon.
Exactly.
You can just go in the store and get cinnamon toast crunch.
Right. That's in the movie called the Pig with Nicolas Cage. It show you how they truffle is made. Like that truffle. Truffle butter is actually a mushroom that grows like underground. Wow. It's separate from a mushroom. A mushroom grow on top. This is fungus that grow underground. But it take years to grow.
You see?
And then it's a pig that can smell it because they like to eat it. So that's what they usually use to find it.
Yeah, but Jake don't understand about processes.
Like you said,
Jake get the finished product, yo. The finished product you get in the end.
It's not a spirit. It's not a spirit. It's an actual. It's operating through them.
It's embodied in the
something that it's like an avatar attachment.
He knows.
Come on, it's a spirit. Get out of here, bro.
I can't tell him that.
All right.
It says, and cinnamon and odors and ointments.
Odors. Perfume. Right? See, Jake just buys shit. It's packaged up Fenty. I like this Fenty cologne. I just want to buy Fenty.
Exactly.
You know, that shit take time, bro.
Take time, Extraction.
Jake don't appreciate nothing, bro. They don't appreciate the Most High, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta be destroyed, because Esau's in the way. You look at him like being the god of power. You just go to this market, buy it, that's it. You're not seeing the process. Back in the day, you actually see the process, the agriculture, and then give praises to the Lord for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It says, and frankincense and wine.
Frankincense take time.
Frankincense take time, boy.
Frankincense take time.
Because
you gotta grow.
They gotta get the sap from the tree.
The sap you gotta hit. You can't hit it. You gotta wait for a season to hit it. And you leave the sap out for and it harden.
That's a whole process by itself.
Right. You just over here just burning frankincense. All right, let me get some more. Not knowing how long that took.
That shit take time.
It says, and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horse and horses and chariots and slaves.
All kind of
slaves, bro.
Sex trafficking.
Exactly, bro.
Sex trafficking.
That's it.
Right? Because Moab be getting these little 20, 30-year-old, 40-year-old Moabites, tie their ass up, bring them on a boat and bring them over in the sex parlors.
That's what's going on.
Right? Yeah, when you get that 90-minute massage, she ain't gonna tell you that she been trapped in that guy. They sleep in the palace too, bro. Yeah, they sex traffic.
You know what?
Bro.
You never
came over here in a wheelbarrow. Next thing you know, she working in the back of a massage parlor.
That bitch came with a pair of sneakers. She came with a Nike box. A Nike box. Yeah, man. You don't know, this shit take time, bro. You know?
So it said, and slaves and souls of men.
Slaves and souls of men.
And all kind of immigrants coming in this country from all different places. Yo, men coming from China, men coming from Trinidad, men coming from Jamaica, men coming from Spain, all kind of souls coming in here, yo, to fill the great hole.
It's gotta be the place, bro.
Yeah.
Because Donald Trump is deporting all these individuals from where?
Exactly.
From here. You don't hear that over there, like,
That's
in
a good
Jamaica,
point.
we gonna deport you over here. You don't hear that from nowhere else. You only hear that from here, bro. Deportation is big here, nowhere else.
It's a fact, Grace. It's a good point.
It's the ultimate melting pot, brother. This is the place.
It's a fact.
Come, verse 14 says, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee.
Yeah, the fancy clothes, everything. Dainty.
Gucci, Louis Vuitton, certain robes.
Denti.
And thou shalt find them no more at all.
No more. It's done.
No more.
That shit done.
No more. All this luxury, clothing, luxury, this, that, all that's gonna be destroyed, man.
Gone.
All of that.
Fashion of the world will pass away, brother.
Right.
That's a fact.
Exactly,
It's
brother.
gonna pass away, man. Everything that you think, everything that you're doing, bro, and everything that you're getting caught up in that's stopping you from coming out here and serve your How About Shim Yahweh is gonna all be destroyed.
That's right.
And you're gonna be like, damn, I did all this for nothing, bro.
That hit missile drop.
That missile drop, you're gonna say, damn. Ain't nothing gonna matter. That's why they show you in the movies that when apocalyptic time movie come Nothing matters. Ain't nobody shopping no more. Ain't nobody going to the ATM. Nah. Niggas is running from shit. Yelling and screaming, oh shit.
Running to and fro.
Verse 15, it says, the merchants of all these things which were made rich by her.
Yeah, that lets you know because they tell you all the time that Israel, the African Americans alone, Judah alone, has a 1 trillion buying power.
Judah alone.
Judah alone.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about Benjamin. We ain't talking about nobody.
Number 1 consumers.
Hey, but Judah alone is at 1 trillion. You know?
Judah by himself.
By themselves. And that's what they're able to calculate on the books.
On the book.
That was
on the book.
It surpassed. This was they documented 2018. So you know it increased.
It grew, yeah.
It surpassed $1 trillion.
Right.
1.3 trillion.
And that's what they know about that's on paper.
You
gotta remember, Judah do a lot of under the table shit. Yeah, Judah do a lot of under the table stuff. That's why they want the mark of the beast, so they can count every dollar. You see? It's really because of Judah. Judah got scams, brother. Judah making money underneath the table. Millions that you'll never think about. Yep.
That was it.
It says, which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying,
Made rich by her, man. That's exactly why you see like a month and a half ago, going back and forth with these tariffs.
Yeah.
You had China over there exposing them like, yo, you over here buying this only for this much, and going back and selling it 10 times the price, man. Made rich.
Yeah.
And that's why that was a big deal with the tariffs. China exposed them. He said, yo, look. And that's why you see Donald Trump, he just did a new agreement with China. They did a new agreement. But they know they need China. You know, you can't be the only, even King David understood about dealing economically with other nations. You can't just violate everybody and be like, I'm American the great. People gonna feel away. Go ahead.
Con, verse 16, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
That royalty. It's like a royal look. America, if you in Haiti, if you in St. Croix, if you in the Bahamas, they make America look like a royal priest.
Royal priest.
Really, she's a fucking whore. Exactly. Decked in gold, purple mean like royalty. You know, jewelry decked out. You be. I've been one time a Benjamin brother, my man Kevin. He from Miller. He's still Miller now. He said, "Yo, man, when I moved out here, I thought America was gonna be paved with gold." He said, "Man, I'm about to join the gang." I said, damn. He told me that. Wow. He been wound up becoming one of the biggest shotters on Miller Avenue.
That dream became a fucking nightmare.
They make it seem like all opportunities is out here. Go ahead.
It's a lie. It's deceitful. Like you mentioned, just real quick, an article, United States and China agree on plan to ease export controls after trade talks in London.
But guess what? When all the time, see, it's a spirit bro. It is a total spirit, bro, that's actually running through them. But guess what? While they did all that tariff bullshit, if you had any money, a lot of jakes be putting money into the stock market. They lost all their money in the last 30 days. Now they made an agreement, because they all in cahoots, man.
All in cahoots, bro. They all in cahoots. Yeah, the stock market, that's smacked everybody, man.
They include because all are part of the tumult, yo. That's why they're in cahoots. They all are part of the tumult. They're in cahoots because they all are part of the tumult. That was it, I was saying.
Con, that's it, preach.
Yeah, that's it.
Verse 17, for in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught.
Brother, you know how long it took to make this building right here? You know how long it took to make this belt line right here? You know how long it took to create the infrastructure? You know how long it took to make pipes? Sewer systems?
Way longer than an hour. To take the equipment off the truck took fucking more than an hour.
Come on, brother. This is that, and we're not talking about one area. We're talking about New York, Boston, all the major cities, California. You see? You know how long it took to make highways? For all that to get burnt up in 1 hour is crazy, bro.
Right.
I don't think brothers understand that.
It says, and every shipmaster and all company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
As many as trade by sea stood afar off. That letting you know, because all of the nations come and set up shop here.
Yes.
Like the priest said, you're not going to go in Africa and see a Jamaican shop set up there. You know why Chinese shop set up, even though you got some Moabites moving into them areas buying land, but you're not going to see a diversity of nations. They barely got in certain communities Christianity. You know what I mean? A Muslim, Dubai, you can't go and set up and have a Christian church in Dubai.
Hell no.
But you got that here.
Because here's the boiling pot, yo.
Yeah.
Here the big stew, the big gumbo is here.
Right.
The big pot of stew with everybody here mixing every day, yo.
Right.
There's a continual mix of people coming in here, yo. You know what I'm saying?
And your pork chop pastor, he's not going to know how to break that down. He's not going to know how to break that down. This Bible is way more interesting than John 3:16. This Bible is way more bigger than John 3:16, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
John 3:16 is a beautiful verse, but you made it a whole doctrine.
That's crazy.
How you going to explain the trade war?
It's a doctrine.
Right.
Exactly.
If God so loved everybody, then why? Where's the love? Where's the love at?
Yeah, where's the love, brother?
Where was the love with Egypt?
Right.
Where was the love with Noah's Ark?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what love is, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, priest.
God, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
Nobody else. How you identify the city that it's talking about, all right? What city is like this great city?
Right.
Because they're so amazed by it. And you can see the way these people are. You see them in groups. They come Elon, walk through their family in groups. They change their clothing. All the ancient garments is changing. They get into all the technology and the businesses, right? This is what they're doing. So they're like, yo, what's great like this? We're able to do anything. Invest in AI, artificial intelligence, you know?
All of them are united up now. All of the streamers. You got the Moabite streamers. Mahal. All of the cultures is being blended through a fucking streamline of streamers. Yeah.
You got, they all encouraged over there in UK.
Right.
Jimmy the dog.
Right.
Hit the dog and drill UK rap.
You got the little African kids that be dancing online.
Yeah. That's Mukwabi. Oh, they deported him too. You know? Yeah.
Show me 40 yards.
Also, too, this is the main headquarters where all witchcraft just get pushed.
Yeah.
Because anybody can come over here and push whatever witchcraft, whatever doctrine that they want, man.
True.
Like you said, you can't go over there to Palestine and push certain things. They'll arrest you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You come over here and do whatever you want.
Do as I will, man.
Right.
Verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea,
wherein were made rich, because they had a lot of business that was going on with them, and they was able to be rich. That's how, if you have a connection with China, you're going to tell America, make sure my people is good over here, or we're going to start putting sanctions on each other. This is why China was able to set up shop in your neighborhood, nail salons, had first dips on the hair products and the hair industry.
That's part of the barter system.
Part of the barter system.
They gotta do that. Why you think Elon, Ishmael, they fucking own 7-Eleven,
all the gas stations,
that's part of the agreement.
Yeah, that's part of the agreement.
They have to do that.
Let us sell over here.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, it says top 10 GDP countries 2025. Which is the #1 richest country? It says the USA, America. How are they the richest country, man? Or for what we reading right here in the scriptures.
Right.
So even that, the Lord is giving you an indication if this thing is going to be, you know, royalty, purple garments, everything. You got to identify what is going to be that place. The Lord is showing you, it's America, man.
America, yo.
You know, the Lord don't got to come out and say, yo, it's the United States, it's America. This is the prophecy. No, put the clues together.
Right.
Go ahead.
Can't be the Vatican.
Damn sure can't be the Vatican.
Can't be the Vatican. You gotta make it make sense, bro.
Yeah, brother.
Where did all the slaves come to? America, bro.
Right.
So you think they're gonna be able to do all? America never got judged yet, bro.
Never got judged, yo.
Never got judged, yeah.
This land never been judged, bro.
I'm gonna get that.
Virgin, daughter of Babylon.
That's in Jeremiah.
it says, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich and all that had ships in sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate.
1 hour, man.
Yeah, that's a fast time, man.
Extremely fast time.
That's fast. You blink your eyes and be 2 hours already.
We've been out here for an hour. 1 hour shall be made desolate, man. That's how long it's going to take. That's how long it's going to take for all you individuals that practice, like we said, your witchcraft for all these years, these hundreds of years going back and forth, corrupting the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? All these other nations on top looking at us like we the worst of the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? Labeling us 3/5 of a man. All that, man. All these wicked decrees, Lake Lanier, every single thing that you've done wicked in this society, it's all going to be destroyed.
Yep. Right.
Within 1 hour, man. And Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. There's a lot of bloodshed that was on this place, man. A lot of prophets' bloodshed that was on this place, man. You know what I'm saying? You got individuals out here that don't want to call Esau the devil. But meanwhile, you got hundreds of millions of Native American Indians and their blood is still on here. They still didn't get paid back for that, man.
Right, yep.
That was it?
I'm reading verse 20. It says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets.
Yeah, so who are the holy? Who are they?
Right.
Who are the holy apostles and prophets?
That's going to rejoice.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tomorrow he don't want to be a stumbling block. You think I'm not going to celebrate?
What?
You give a damn who to defend? What? I'm going to celebrate.
Come on, man. Yeah.
When this place go down, bro. I'm going to celebrate. Why wouldn't I celebrate?
Right.
You think I'm gonna be confused in my mind? Oh, I just seen 8 billion people get killed. Ooh, don't give a damn.
That's right.
Gotta get it. Yeah.
They gotta go. They gotta go. I see them all in the spirit realm.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, it says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles
Rejoice.
and prophets.
Rejoice. So the Most High actually want to see you rejoice while this shit getting burnt up.
Exactly, brother.
So what type of what part of the book is you reading? All right. Yeah, that's a celebration. And like the priest said through the Holy Spirit, that rejoicing is going to be it's going to turn into a high holy day.
That's right.
You know?
That's going to be a high holy
It's going to be a celebration. We always celebrate it at the time of a great destruction where we was delivered out of.
That's right.
Egypt, during the time of the Maccabees. This is going to be it as well.
That's right.
Come on, bro. We in a lower state. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, Jake is jacked up, mentally and physically. You know?
Israel always got down. Israel always had danced after a victory over another nation.
Right. Hey, matter of fact, you always bring that precept out. It say, pretty much the happiness of oh, you got it? You got it. Oh, okay. You got it. Bring it out.
Surah 25:7.
Yes.
Says, there be 9 things which I have judged, and my heart to be happy.
Come on. This is one thing the Most High said. Out of these 9 things, these are your 9 choices of being happy. Let's hear them.
From the Lord's blueprint, he's telling you what makes him happy. How you don't want to read these scriptures, man? You'll get in. Yo, go ahead, man. That's it.
Says, in the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies.
That's why we say we hope that this
Steps like I want to be a stumbling block. Live to see the fall of your enemies. What about Abraham being blessed? Read above. It said enemies.
Right.
For you to have joy in your enemy's fall, you need to identify who are your enemies.
That's right. Yeah.
Call out who are your enemies.
And you're going to see the fall of what? A bunch of spirits? You're going to see the fall of your enemies, man.
Great point, brother.
You're going to identify with them, man.
That's because you don't have a ruling class mentality.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what it all boils down to. You don't have a ruling class mentality.
And plus, they want to be up on that Esau forever. Yo. They don't want the spirit to be destroyed. They want it to stay here, yo. They want to keep it going.
Slave mentality.
They want to keep it going. They want it to be destroyed.
Right.
You know?
Go ahead.
That was it, Priest?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
That was more now?
I got it.
The last part, it was for Yahweh by Shem Yahushua have avenged you on her.
Woo! The Most High have avenged us on that.
Wow.
That's the Most High, like, yo, I seen that. And oh, wow. And the Most High gonna avenge, brother. So that means the Lord see the oppression, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. That in itself is faith.
Yeah.
The Lord see that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So these individuals out here that don't believe, that's how you know if a brother have faith in that. The Lord sees the oppression.
Most High
You know what I'm
see
saying?
it.
So you think he don't have something to counteract that?
Right.
Got you. I'm putting you in that for a reason so you can identify who your enemies are.
That's right.
And then once I have my 144,000 sealed, then comes that joy when I destroy them.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right.
God. This is Jeremiah 51 and 7 said, Babylon have been the golden cup in the Lord's hand. Not showing your aim. Talking about we happen on, but the people have been touched. You know, I've been touched, yo. The people have been touched. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Shalom, Yasha, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. Bring out what you got, brother. You guys think you want to end it off with? I got some. Let's end it off. Let's end it off. Let's end it off, man. Shalom. Shalom. Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahweh, Shalom. In season, out of season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay,